Alright, we did it. Blue-green ramp. Needs no introduction. Needs no explaining. I haven't seen Heir Apparent yet, actually. I feel like I will just get aggroed to death, though, playing a deck like this. Maybe not. Blue. Like, this hand isn't saving me from 1, 2, 3, I lose. Let's play this now. That was a really good draw, especially if my opponent has to actually do something about it. If they don't do anything about it, no, they have to do something about this. The game is on pause until they do something about it. Of course, they do something about it. This is work. It does. I can make it 2-2. Okay, they did something about it in, or had something to do about it in 2 different ways. So, yeah, we're going to work this. So I can make it a thing. Alright. Now they kind of have to do something about the Arcane Signet. Which is not very likely, because I don't think you would ever try to go out of your way to deal with it right now. The heck is that? Okay. Wow. They got stonewalled. So they didn't kill this, but there's obviously some kind of damage spell. I could play Tatyova for the value right now. I think I will. Just take the value I can get, which is drawing 1 card and gaining 1 life. I find that rather significant. It's already done enough in this game doing it once, and if it lives, it can continuously do it, and that's obviously really bad. So I think the game is yet again on pause until they deal with Tatyova. That is not dealing with Tatyova. Alright, yeah, I think the game is probably now completely over, but we'll see. Yeah, I didn't lose till 1, 2, 3, haha, funny. I could play this. I value the land more than I value leaving this up. I don't have to stop Annex this turn cycle. In fact, there's a lot that I don't have to stop. Farseek can't get a wastes, unfortunately. I think this game is now over. I'd be impressed if my opponent wins from here. But you never know. I so want to switcheroo with NX. Oh, let me do it. Please. Let me switcheroo. Oh, man, this card is so funny. I mean, I can just simply double... Actually, wait. No, I'm going to do that. Okay. Are you going to recast it? Make some 1/1s? I'm going to give it trample first strike? Do whatever you want. I'm in the driver's seat. I didn't even have to block this, but I just not too concerned about anything here. Does that give it trample? It does? No? It does not. Okay. Not the best combat trick there, but you gotta do what you gotta do. They can't recast it either. Tragic. Tatyova just... Look at Tatyova staring at this. Just staring all of this down. So should we give our opponent Tatyova? Is that a good idea? A Boreal Grazer? Well, that's pretty tame. You know what? I probably should have played a land first, just to see what Tatyova would have drawn. Yeah. I guess it's technically always right to do that, but I didn't. It is up to me to actually win the game at some point here. It's not going to win on its own. You should never kill a Modi. You should literally never kill a Modi. Because you just give me more Cascade cards. It's just not a good idea. So. Control Magic? Yeah, there's Control Magic. I have No, I don't have Bolus's Clutches in here either. Both are fine. I think Clutches can actually steal a land, which is funny. I think it just says permanent. Frantic Scapegoat. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to give my opponent probably an Arboreal Grazer. And just take the Annex. It's not like it's a permanent answer to it, but I don't care. No, opponent, no! Alright, they killed Emoti. This is just not correct. In fact, I would always simply just kill Elvish Mystic here. Or really nothing. There's just no reason to do this. You're just giving me cards. Especially in a board state where you have shown no answer long-term to what's going on. It's just not, in my opinion, correct to do that. The only thing you're doing is stopping me from cascading a card out of my hand, but that doesn't do anything. Yeah. I could just do it later. Alright, well I completely and utterly stonewalled my opponent starting turn, I think, 3. You go to craft one of all the common... Huh? Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Oh, it's Tatyova. Oh boy. Oh boy. This can only get an island. A few tapped fetches? Nope. So, I think this is a fine brainstorm. At least one of these cards. Okay, now easily 2 of them. Alright. I'm gonna get a second Wastes and just have it in play. That's what we're gonna do. And I'm not gonna cycle the Ent. Opponent plays Gift of Spaghetti. We're going to play Emoti, because that's what we came here to do. Okay, so far our first Emoti hits have been kind of lame. But I will admit this one at least does something in the long run. Just, I would have maybe liked a ramp spell or something. It's so much effort, though. Crafting every uncommon ever is so much effort. I don't have enough rares to... I mean, obviously. I don't have enough of the other stuff to... Alright, I did draw land. I will not swing. Alright. No fetch land, please. Yeah, look at that. Alright, I should be in the driver's seat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this gets 8. Which is exactly what I want it to get. And then we do this so I don't lose the game. And then play this. And pass. Well, there goes that. Seems like a lot of effort to draw one card, but short. Let's get rid of one of these. Actually, my whole hand is fine. We can get rid of Generous End. My whole hand is just fine. Alright, Tanyova's in play. I can't do anything about it. But I've gotten my commander for a while, so it might be fine. What the heck is that? Have it fight something you don't control. Well, you don't want to fight Emoti, so I don't know what you fight. Alright, they want to fight Emoti. Everyone is interested in killing Emoti, and I gotta say, I just don't think this is ever right. I'm sorry, I just don't get it. Okay, so that's good for stealing this forever, but I don't have anything to steal. Yeah, I don't have a land to play with my stuff to swap a 2-2, so I guess I'm not doing that. I will lead with an attack here, though. I have a pretty good attack. It's actually an Annihilator 2. Is this a sorcery? No, it isn't. Wow, I can actually pick up the breaker after Annihilator 2? Each creature you control is Aura's chance. Portal might just be the most busted thing here ever. Who knows? Recasting Breaker is a lot of life as well, so... Sure. I'm definitely going to pick up the Breaker. There's no way I don't pick up the Breaker. There's no way I don't pick that card up. Alright, so let's play... Emoti again? Sure. That is exactly what I wanted to see. And then I can warp for a 2-2. Although, getting rid of Tatyova for a turret is probably a good idea. I'm going to argue this is a good idea. So I'm going to do that. And I will hold the land specifically for these two cards. What does that do? That doesn't naturalize. So I've lost my portal. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. It's a second naturalize. Saving Tatyova. Draw 4. Okay. I feel like Tatyova's your card draw engine? Why is this not a ramp spell? I feel like this should be a ramp spell. Opponent has 7 or more cards. Oh, well, there you go. I feel like I would have just have a ramp spell in this spot because Tatyova just draws anyways. Like you're actually going to discard too. That's weird. I don't really like the attack here. I don't think you're trading with Tatyova, so it's a bit strange. I don't agree with this. You can just stop my 3, because the damage race favors me. There's no reason to swing for 4. From my opponent's perspective, this game is not about damage, so I don't agree with that attack. And I think it matters a lot that they attack there. Okay, so let's warp this to be mana efficient. I can play it later, kind of, basically no problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play the other one. I did draw land, which is unfortunate, because that means I wish I drew or had taken the... Oh, wait, it was swing first. I am completely fine with losing Emoti, and my opponent's probably not fine with losing Tatyova. Because it's like a... What is that, a 7-mana investment or something for Donkalonk? Alright, you can have the... You seem to like naturalizing things, so you can have the artifact one. So if you ever naturalize it, you know, you can't naturalize my 2-2. You can only naturalize your own. How do they get that Yova back? That's not how you... Wait, is it? Yes, it is. It is how you get Tatyova back. Oh! No, it's not! It's a Merfolk! Oh, no! It's a Merfolk! Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, that's... That's not ideal, is it? It's not... That's not... It's not a, yeah. Alright. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Oh. Thanks for all the more resources, opponent. I appreciate it. Oh, that's kind of funny, huh? Yeah. All right. Can I cast this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I can cast it. I just have to play my land first. Oh, that's good. That's great. I don't think the draft commons were the thing there. Less removal spells. Like, I would have probably, I'm not going to lie, I probably would have just won that game had I untapped with Llanowar Elves. I think that's how dumb that game was. It was like, do they answer this? Yes. They win. Do they answer it? No, they lose. It might actually, like, full stop, have been the case there. It's just kind of dumb. But Wizard says that's how it's supposed to be played, so that's how we're gonna play it. Also, what is this? You know your end step. If you've done stuff with things, stuff happens. All right. I guess. Opponent, how dare you swing at me? Let's need to get a forest here, or I should get a forest. So I can play this. I can actually play Generous Ent next turn, and it doesn't have reach. This is actually really good here. I could just play Emoti first, though. I'm extremely ahead, so maybe playing Emoti is just right. It's probably just right. I am actually just that far ahead here. I think I have time. Or maybe I don't. Maybe it's greedy. Maybe it's greedy. Kinda don't care. I don't care. Seek new knowledge again? Why does this keep happening? There is not really anything I want to do stuff with. Alright, so they could still kill Emoti, but that would imply that they're not doing anything else. But if they don't, the greed payoff might be real. But how, I mean, still, Generous Ent was probably correct. It's probably correct. I just wanted to cascade with it like a greedy little gamer I am. Alright, we're going to take some damage, and from here we ideally don't take any more damage. But we'll see. Alright, cascade into something ideal. That's not bad, but it's not what I wanted. Huh. I don't think I want this migration path. I don't think I want that. Alright. Emoti's just gonna block now. That picks up the... anything that draws a card, probably. Probably one that... No, I would actually play... I would just pick this up, because you don't have to pay 2 later. Yeah, I would just picked up the doll. It does the same thing, except you don't have to wait. Oh, no. It draws another because of this. Alright, Mentor of the Meek has been actually dummy lit for the opponent here. Dummy lit. I guess I have to deal with it. It's being annoying, so... We'll blow up the Sky Fisher. And it looks like I'm getting the path anyways. I'd rather not, but... Rip. Yeah, we're gonna blow up just simply anything that flies. And we're gonna pass. We have 2 food tokens, which is not nothing. Uh-oh, Mother of Runes. So they can swing in now. Oh, they can also get back whatever they want. That's a problem. That's a problem I must address now. That is no problem addressing. All of these are good, but they don't stop Mother of Runes, so shuffle. That slows down Mother of Runes in some weird way. Let's play you. Let's play this. And then leave up the food token. Alright, Mother of Runes. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. But we can mass bounce, and that is a lot of time. And I don't think I'm dead at 14 here. That is not possible. They also have to be aware that they can actually remove witness protection. It's not something that they might just immediately know is possible. Alright, they know it's possible. So, the card draw engine is why I'm losing. It's actually just Mentor the Meek soloing me. I need to deal with that. But I can't. Other than Meteor Golem on the comeback. Okay, well, that's bad. I don't have any reach. It does get in. Oh, okay. Does that make sense? I think so. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Alright, let's play this. This is technically more mana. Okay, I don't need to play Heaped Harvest. I should just play whatever gives me the most mana for next turn. Especially playing these, I can switcheroo with Mentor and stop losing to that card. And Meteor Golem. So I have effectively 2 answers to something. Man, imagine it bounced clue tokens. It's a whole lot of clue tokens. I never said I was a non-believer. I don't think I've ever... I don't know why there's a narrative here that I said Slyn was a bad card. I never said that. No, I don't think that was ever said here today. It was a card I didn't know actually really even existed until today. Okay, so they just vomit a bunch of nonsense in play, but they didn't put Mentor in play, which is a bit odd. Why did you not put Mentor? I would have put Mentor in play there. Oh well. So I have to blow up Mother of Runes. Right? Yeah, I should probably blow... Oh wait, I should probably play this first. So do. Garruk Spaghetti. Alright, so we found a way to draw alongside our opponent now. I have to kill Mother of Runes. Or it's rather a good idea to kill Mother of Runes. So that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm at 7. And then I can swing at that thing. And get that card. Which I think has reach. No, it just has Vigilance. It actually draws a card off of Garruk's Uprising. Because it's a 4/4. That's kind of cool. Play a land. And then switcheroo nothing. So play this. I don't have another mana, so I can't crack this. I'm stuck at 7, which is not ideal. Definitely not ideal. Wait, where is the other mana? Oh, it's from the thing I just flipped. That's where I'm getting the mana from. Alright, so I do have more life than I thought. Alright, they have 4 clue tokens. I'm going to switcheroo at some point. They could play their commander, they're just not playing their commander. Okay. Sure. Again, Mentor of the Meek just being absolutely cracked in half here. They did not swing. I didn't have any reach. Kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. So we could play this, and then creatures you control. It's not quite lethal, but oh boy, is it very close. It might actually end up being lethal if I find what I need here. And then play Diamond Weapon. Okay, this is looking pretty lethal. I can put this on, doesn't, okay, well, I'll just put it here now, it doesn't matter. Lose access to that card. Hey, it's Palaka Worm! Oh, love it. Oh, I can kick this! Oh, opponent, no! No, I was about to cast 15 spells in the same, I already cast 15 spells, no. I don't know what you don't cast here that costs 1 mana. Strange. This is another game where, like, if I untap with this, I'm amazing. If I don't, I'm in severe trouble. And there's very little in between. Alright, they didn't do what they needed to, so now I can play this. Can I afford to take colorless? No, we're not going to risk that right now. There's no reason to risk that. Let's just play Honest Lands here. Do I cast a Modi? Depends if I draw a land. Alright. I don't know what on earth my opponent leaves up here. I have no idea. Reprieve? Mana Tithe? I don't know. Okay. It was Reprieve. There's no playing around it. Is that better than just playing your commander? I feel like it isn't. If I cast the Modi there, I get a free Cascade trigger. I just completely disagree with what my opponent just did there. That's actually nuts. I completely disagree. Okay, I drew a land. Does that change anything? No. Okay, now I can get a colorless source. I can probably get 2. Alright, we pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I do this? This is 10 mana? It's ridiculous. This commander is actually just insane. I'm surprised I've only seen it twice. This commander is actually insane. Its only downside is it's only mono white. Hardly feels like a downside. Alright, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't do the thing, so let's just do this. Beanstalk is not what I wanted. This thing? Alright, well, I might just be dead, but who knows? Who knows? Not likely to be straight up dead, so I could maybe stabilize here. Seer Safety does not have any real text in this matchup, but it is in play. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11. Is Mana Tithe... Mana Tithe is not a, You can't play Mana Tithe, right? It's not like I can play around it anyways, but... Hey, into the Royal. Love it. Utopia's Brawl. Sure. Discard you at this point? Yep, I have an untapped land. This is very slow. I don't need it. Sure. I feel like developing your stuff is just more efficient in this spot instead of what my opponent just did. Huh. Okay, let's play... I'm going to lead with the Modi in case I hit something that would make me regret casting Stasis Field first. Oh! Alright, that's exactly what I wanted. In fact, I think I can just get that one for free, right? Oh, that worked out perfectly. Oh no, I draw first! Oh, I stacked them wrong. No one saw that. No one saw that. I literally don't know how to play the game. I outright refuse to go to 6. Get rid of you and... Alright, well at least it doesn't get through my stuff regardless, but they will get a 2-2 or something, where they otherwise would not have gotten one. It really isn't the worst thing ever, it's simply just a 2-2, but I'd rather than not have a 2-2. Alright, so now it's going to get somewhat difficult to actually swing at my opponent. Planar Disruption. Alright, so now I can't block with that. They can't swing, though. What? I don't understand. I feel like giving me a Modi is incorrect. Also, losing your commander feels incorrect. I'm always blocking with all of that. Okay, well, that makes my decision way more reasonable. I just didn't expect all that. Oh, it's Balaka Worm. Awesome. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. Let's play you. No. We're gonna leave up the stuff. Let's get rid of... Back up to 16. Like nothing ever happened. Sphere of Safety, pretty good with these tokens. Creepy looking tokens. I don't have any reach, but that doesn't matter. Okay, I'm not in any position. I don't care about my opponent's cards anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I forgot to add the Bounce Desert. Could probably still just add it. Though you get to this point and I don't even think it matters if you have it. Like, what is it even gonna fundamentally do for me? That's not lethal, but it almost is. It's lethal next turn, with the 2 counters on all my creatures. Probably. Although, to be fair, my opponent does actually have Seer Safety with a lot of enchantments, so that's not entirely true. I don't think I have a really good answer to it. Hey, we got the 12-8 in play. We did it. We got the 12-8 in play. I love it. Okay, we are actually teetering on the edge of running out of cards, which is insane. I have at 40. I can actually draw through this if I am not careful. So, ideally, Tatyova dies. I'm going to steal that. No more enchantments for you. I'm just going to put that to my hand. No reason to draw them anymore. And then... cast a random card. Almost out of lands. I don't think there's a single card in the game that my opponent could play that does anything here. I cannot pay for a sphere. I'm not even going to pretend like I swing. My opponent's not going to get me. I refuse to show them that I'm not going to... I'm not going to act all surprised that I can't swing. I don't need Treasure Cruise. Actually, I probably shouldn't even cast Treasure Cruise, so... Rex Sage? I don't really care for naturalize effects. I've played a lot of this in the past 2 days, and naturalize effects really haven't done that much, so... Can I swing with 2 creatures? I don't think so. I would kind of like Tatyova to not be around anymore. It's getting a little sketchy. I'd also like to find the Eldrazi. Actually, this is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Running out of basics. Okay, I drew the other card. That's funny. Alright, swing with... Oh, this gets lifelink. Sure, their life total is irrelevant, so I might as well just pay to get some life in that regard, then. There we go, that's just a worthwhile attack, and pass. Is it me, or do people, like, throw baby fits in the midweek thing more than they do in normal games? I feel like I'm noticing that. Also, my opponent has the title Veteran Brawler, which means you've played a lot of Brawl. Like, what about this? Like, how did you... Isn't that weird? I feel like that's weird. Like, how can you go from, like, oh, I'm the Veteran Brawler, I'm playing literally one of the sweatiest things in the midweek thing, and then I lose and, like, rope out Baby Rage. Like, what? It's just a teenager with too much time on their hands. I don't know. It's very strange to me. Very strange. The title just makes it weirder. Like, you're not a veteran. You're a child. It's just so weird. It's so weird. I don't get it. Very strange. Midweeks, it's usually the midweek event, it seems. Like, people just, for some reason, don't want to lose. Even playing the sweatiest things. It's not like they're playing one of, like, the 5 meta established things in the format. It was very strange. Like, have you won 10 in a row and you lost and now you're upset? Like, very strange. I guess roping out in general isn't that strange, but, like, the context behind that specific time is strange to me. Like, sometimes it isn't. It's just, like, obvious why they're weird, but sometimes that is not the case. And I feel like that's one of the cases where it's like, very weird. I'm gonna get an island. I don't trust getting wastes here. Yeah, we're just getting an island. The wastes are for like 10 years from now. So. Giant regrowth. If slow players are fine, because people just have whatever for a midweek and don't think about it. That does exile, it doesn't destroy. I still don't like doing this, but if that's the only thing you can do, I suppose it makes sense. I'm not a big fan of doing that, though. They announced they're cracking down on people who rope. Alright. I wouldn't say it's like an ongoing major issue for me, but if they want to do something about it, more power to them. It's only really an issue in midweeks. Very strange. Alright, well they exercised a random thing, so that probably means the hand is full of stuff that answers my cards. So I expect a Modi to be answered here. Okay, not quite. Huh? We got ourselves a 5/5. You got it. I can't cast that, huh? It's 9? Ah, that's tragic. Wow, Tapland here is actually abysmal. Shoot. They had someone rope you, game froze. Yeah, I mean... Wow. Okay, choose target another player. That player gains control of target treasure. What? Okay. I'm not blocking that. Man, this tap land has actually cost me dearly. And you wonder why I hate tap lands. Let's do this. Green, doesn't matter. Do I expect protection? Alright, looks like there isn't a protection spell, so... I'm gonna blow up the not 5/5, because they just move the counters anyways, and that doesn't really do much for me. Give ourselves the option to top deck the Eldrazi here. Yeah, the fact that the counters move make this annoying. I don't want to block it, but I could just simply chump block it. Or I could double block and force out a something. I don't know. Alright, no more double block. They have that thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I can kick this. Which gives my opponent back Witch Enchanter, but I don't think I care. We just get an 8/8 here. And it resets their 1/1 counters. I didn't find the landfall card, so I'll just play the land. Okay, let's lead with you. Well, might as well cast it. Can I play Palaka Worm too? Hey, love it. Who doesn't love a Palaka Worm? Alright, that's a nice card. Well, currently no. Funny, Tyler's Provisioner hasn't actually done anything for us in any game yet today whatsoever. Oh, what is this? Destroy target tapped creature? Hey, alright. Very well. I'm still very ahead, I'd say. They probably still have to deal with this, even though it doesn't really do anything. If I didn't play a land, I think I probably would have not done that. It doesn't matter. Let's just swing. I probably should have swung with the Modi as well, just so it could die. But, I mean, it blocking is about the same. So. Okay. Oh, it's a land. Oh, if I knew that, I would have played Tatyova first. I didn't mentally register that that was a land. Oh well. Now I know. I can't say it's too big of a deal anyways, but I did miss a land. I mean, a card draw. Yep, it's just over. Okay, well. Yep. Oh. So you ever just play an entire game of Magic and forget your opponent has a commander? They just didn't have blue mana. What is this? Ash. Or it's not Annabelle. Arabelle, whatever. We have the unkillable 1-mana ramp spell this time. So surely nothing can go wrong. It's actually just completely impossible for anything to go wrong ever. It's never happened before. Should I play... I don't have Kami in here. I could play that as well. Could do both. I don't know. Kami is probably slightly better, although the stats on the Grazer are actually pretty good. It does a pretty good job at stopping early damage. Especially in Artisan. And Kami doesn't really do that. But Kami turns into lands. So, probably right to play both. This is probably a 1 into 3 deck. Especially with a 5-minute commander. 1 into 3 into 5 is probably the best thing I'm doing. So I can go more into that if I want. Also, what did they play? I wasn't even looking. Beamtown Beat Stick. Menace. Okay, we've played against this card before. My opponent, Portable Hold, and a Boreal Grazer. That has never happened to me in my life, but I suppose it is slightly less insane than the alternative, which would be Path of Exiling it. Path to Exiling it, dang it. Also, I played the wrong land. My opponent stun-locked me. I actually played the wrong land. Now I don't have 5 mana next turn. No, I can use the Lorien Revealed, actually. I don't know if I want to, though. I think my hand really wants me to draw with this. Yeah, alright, I should have absolutely played this tapped. An egregious mistake on my part. But my opponent stumbled, so I can stumble as well. I'm not going to cycle this. Alright, never punished. Never punished. Never been punished, never will be punished. Have everything. I also drew a really good card, so they have to use what I think is a protection spell. Oh, nope. Rip. There's no way they have Path to Exile, so I don't know what's going on. What is this? Sword, sure. There's not a lot of portable hold targets in my deck, to be fair. Yep. Did not draw a land there. 6, so Settle will get a 7. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get a 7. I'm not casting a Modi, so... Oh, that's actually a really, really, really good 7. Let's pass the turn, because I'm going to want to utter insignificance. Oh, we actually have colorless cards for this card as well. That's not what I intended to have happen in my deck, but it's there. I don't want to see a protection spell, but they got to have something in their hand. I can't just have nothing. Does this lose the ability? No, no, it's the equipment. It's the equipment. I keep thinking wrong with that. Okay, for some reason it didn't let me cast this. I don't know why. That's annoying. Does that change anything? No, not really. Still doing the same thing? Okay. Yeah, I'm still doing the same thing I was doing anyways. Hand must be full of burn spells and stuff, and killing a Modi is not really that efficient. Well, it can only be Reprieve. Assuming you're caring about what's happening currently. Actually, no, we do cast this. It's just another one. And if they naturalize the first one, they have to do the second one. So I think that's fine. It also gives a defender. So it's actually slightly better here. Okay. And then pass. There's nothing I can find off this. And killing a Modi here is not doing too much, but you probably have to at this point. Because I do have a whole hand full of stuff. Yeah, for some reason I couldn't cast this on my opponent's end step last time. I might have just auto-yielded it. I don't remember. It worked out, though. There's an argument to not casting it now at all, because I like my entire hand. But that just means I could shuffle away one of the 2 cards it finds and just have more cards, so. Really no reason not to cast it. But I do like my whole hand. Let's get rid of you. No, let's get rid of this one. If I'm going to get rid of a giant dumb thing, might as well be that one. So I'm going to play it slow and safe. My opponent not doing anything makes me a bit cautious here. I don't like this doing very little situation. I don't know what could happen. Probably a lot of removal or something of the sort. I'm not gonna try to protect terror. Okay, we'll play this. We'll just play this. If they naturalize it, that is just another naturalize that doesn't go towards their commanders. So, by all means. And this means if they don't blow it up, I have the ability to now bounce my stuff when they go to try to kill it. Assuming they try to kill it on my turn, which I think this only works on my turn. Yeah. Alright, they found a creature. What does this do? In your end step, if you control more than stuff with things, you make things. Alright. They did not move the equipment. They could have just simply moved the equipment there. Interesting. Alright, emote it is. Still some kind of instant speed nonsense, it seems. Not ideal. I'm not going to pick up emote, especially if they go to... if it just dies. It just doesn't really do anything, right? Let's move into combat. Maybe I can have him make a mistake. No mistake. So... alright, Tillarian Terror. I was going to try to pick up emote in response to a removal spell, but it just didn't happen. Oh, the desert! It happened again! Oh no. Well, this game it wouldn't. It would just go into play and not do anything. I don't know, the tap desert's weird. It's weird. But that is one of the cards we were talking about earlier. So at this point I can pick up Tillarian Terror and not emote. And just cascade spam with Terror. Oh, maybe not. I would love to see annoying stuff out of my opponent's hand cast. So... okay, yeah, they definitely have something. I mean, they're mousing over stuff. I think getting these things out of the way favors me. I would love for them to cast anything. It's not like I'm not losing access to anything. Oh, or it could just literally happen, and they have nothing. Okay. Portable holding the Grazer does make more sense in the long run, because it would actually block this 2/2 for a while. So, this isn't as insane as I maybe made it out to be, but it still is completely crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we're just gonna cast this. I want more cards. My commander... I can do stuff later. Okay, that's actually phenomenal. Let's get an island, I think, sure. And I'm not going to swing, because that would give my opponent their commander back, which is not what I want to do. I'm winning the game the longer it goes on, not my opponent. I don't need to swing. I probably could simply swing 5 times and win, but I just don't have to. Galvanic Blast. Alright, so they need more than that, and it needs to be cheap. Well, no, they have a ton of treasure tokens. It's pretty easy to deal with this. Man, that is the most expensive price to pay to kill Tillarian Terror. Especially killing something I just showed you that I'm not even swinging with is kind of funny. Please cast this card, opponent. The priority is killing me. Alright, let's cast this. Cascade. That was a lot of lands, oh my goodness. That was a ton of lands back to back. I can pick this up, too. Lamp. I can pick up Moldrip. Can I do this in response? Return target creature you control each R's river. Yep, I can. Alright, so we can actually evoke and then pick it up. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, even better. I forced out the card in my opponent's hand. No more 20 years of priority. It was more than worth it. Alright, we're free. My opponent can't sit there and stare at me doing nothing anymore. Let's get you. And at this point I could probably just swing. But I literally don't have to. There's no reason to take that risk, even if it picks up the pace of this game. I'm going to win really fast anyways. Oh, they drew something else that holds priority. No! No! No, it's Ponder. Shuffle. Hey, alright, well that... I mean, now I just have so many avenues to not worry about a single thing that I can probably do whatever I want. Also, I probably wanted to play this before I played that land, but I didn't. No sirree. Alright, they're just dead. Yeah, we're just gonna play this, and then we're gonna swing, and then I worry too much? I guess so. Yeah, we're just going to swing. It all has vigilance. I can't imagine there's a single card in my opponent's deck that I'm scared to see destroy me here or something. Alright. They're dead. They're super dead, actually. Look at all that damage. How much damage is that? Oh, they can't even kill Emoti anymore. Look at that. Look at that casual 34 Craterhoof Behemoth kind of card. Oh, okay, alright. Look at that. Yeah, I mean, I played like really conservatively, but there's no reason not to. It makes the game last longer, but it just completely... You might as well, if you're willing to, you might as well just make the game last a bit longer, but you just shore up any weaknesses you have remaining. And now at this point there's almost nothing I have to worry about. I'd like to try it. Let's play Preordain. Look for Rampant Growth. Actually legitimately found it. Huge. Huge. I worry too much. Whatever. Ooh. Opponent's name is a bit spicy there. Well, it's a bit spicy. Well, that's probably better than Thirst for Discovery, so... Let's just rip the band-aid off, play the colorless lands. Well, let's maybe not reveal the colorless land out of hand, shall we? I feel comfortable playing him. Ooh! Alright, we're actually going to play this for once instead of Emoti. I think the 2/2s are pretty solid. Wait, how do you have priority? Sack this creature, destroy an enchantment. I didn't read this. I didn't read it. I just played into the card my opponent has, but they would have to actually use that card, and then they would lose that card, so... Alright, fair enough. The one time I played it for before Emoti is the time it blew up. To the card I didn't read. Man, I have no respect for some cards, huh? I'm like, oh, it's just 2/2, who cares? I gotta keep doing that and double down and not learn from my mistakes. That's how I've gotten this far. As been working out. Whenever something with stuff happens, yep. Emoti? Yeah. Alright, not a great hit. That's not a great hit. And then I think I want to cycle for a land. But I also don't want to cycle for a land because I'm greedy. So. I don't remember saying anything negative or disrespectful to Slyn when my opponent played it. That one time. I literally put it in my deck immediately after. I don't think there was a window to make fun of that card. Unless there was, I don't remember. It's hard to avoid what it does, especially when you have 10 mana. There's a whole lot. It's definitely not Ulamog, but who cares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What does this do? This is 8. Okay. I wonder if this person has that combo in it? Yeah, the Slyn Voda Truthers. I've yet to join the group chat. Slyn Gaming. Did they already play a land? I have no idea. I guess neither does my opponent. Okay. Well, now that they've roped out, I will actually block the double strike. I didn't know you got more rope after blocks. That's actually annoying. And now that I know that, I will never do that again. That's probably a safe bet regardless, but... Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. No, we're doing this. We're doing this before it doesn't work. Alright. Another person who, I guess, can't close out Magic Arena. They just have to do this. Excuse me, I said that wrong. Someone who can't handle pushing the concession button, they have to, Okay, it looks like they are here. In a weird sense. Oh, I played into the 1/1, didn't I? Oh, it's only your turn. Okay, never mind. I didn't get thrashed by my opponent's card there. This is a 5-mana commander, which is pretty steep. Vigilance, Reach, Death Touch. Tragic. Don't think there's an attack from either person. Although I could swing with Emoti. Oh, my opponent, please. God. Play this? Yep. Something decent? Sure, something almost just winning on its own, actually. Into Tatyova? Oh, man. I don't think that 1/1's gonna be doing much here anymore. Can I crack this lander token? No. I don't even care what they block. I don't care at all what they block. Yes, I do. I don't want them to block with that. The only thing they can death touch is the 6/8. And they just should. They have to, because if they don't... No! Alright, opponent doesn't know. Doesn't work. Diamond weapon is diamond clad. Does not die. 2 death touch. Did it have trample? It did not have trample. So I guess it was maybe right to... Wait, did anything have trample? Or my opponent's just struggling with the slightest amount of thinking. Alright, we did it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I play both of these? Oh well. You can't spin to win every time. Sometimes it spins and fizzles out. Sometimes you fizzle out. Also, I don't know how much time there is left. I didn't look. I got cut up talking. I actually have not played this yet. This might be the first game. Might not even amount to anything. I don't have any blue mana. That's an unstable amulet. Okay, well, I'm gonna cast it anyways. There you go. I need a blue source. Or, I don't know, there's a boatload of good cards I could draw. What are we up against? Cormella? Come on. I think this is always a keep. I'm never mulliganing this. All it takes is a blue land, and then we're back in it. I'm gonna sack the 1/1, because I don't need it, really. Yeah, there's more good options that involve not that card. Come on! Why? Why? Oh my god. Why? Just losing my mind. I think it's right to keep the 4/4. So, just windmill emote or cast this. This, if it hits a land, is just really good. There's nothing else to do with emote if I cast it. I don't care. This guarantees a spell. I'm just going to cast it. We're just going to cast it. Witness protection, that's as good as it is. Also, I don't think I was actually going to find a land. I should have looked closer. I'm not sure if there was actually a land for this on the top card with emote. This is a weird deck so far. What's the combo? There must be a combo, right? Like, why else are you doing all this nonsense? No one ever told me what the Cormella combo was. So, suppose it's fitting that I'll find out the hard way. Ponder, because I refuse to believe there's no land on the top. Decline. Yeah, they're digging for something. I just don't know what the combo is. There must be a combo. I'm convinced of that at this point. When it comes to Cormella, I just haven't seen it. Can I swing? Yep, I can swing. Is it in the graveyard currently? Nope. Discard a card. I can't imagine I'm going to ever cast this, but let's be real, this is irrelevant, so I'll just keep the one that potentially does something when I cast it. Potentially, I guess. The 4/4 has pushed a lot of damage, but they don't care until they absolutely have to. They didn't swing with the 1/1. Let's play you. We haven't seen any really, like, hardcore interaction yet. Looks like they now actually have hardcore interaction. Of course they do. At least they killed something that I would argue doesn't really matter. But it died nonetheless. I could have used the treasure to crack this faster, I guess. I don't know. Can't say it's super relevant, though. Surveil 2. Random 6/5. Alright. Land, please? Of course not. Oh, wait. That's not the warp one. Let's do that. I guess I swing. Yeah, I guess I swing. And 4, 5, 6, 7... I should probably just not cast a spell here. Portal doesn't look like it's doing much here. The game is going to be over before that comes up in any significant fashion. Yep. Please do literally nothing. So, 2/2s are interesting. I don't want to make them recast DRC, though. That's... doesn't seem ideal. And then play the other one? And hide behind 2/2s? Or of course not. Why would I be able to do that? So, again, kicking this doesn't actually do much. I think I'll just lead with my commander. No, I should actually lead with this. Get rid of you. Play you. Up the beanstalk. Okay. Not the best thing there. 2/2. I'm gonna do this so I don't lose to it. Alright. Not great, not terrible. That's fine. In fact, that's a bit sketchy, because I do get to recast it. Oh, I'm dead to a removal spell, though, so it's not sketchy anymore. Okay, I didn't die. Okay. Well. Control magic. Actually insane. Land. Another land. So no more Tolarian Terror. Sure. Easily recast for 1 mana here. Stops me from attacking. This is a Serpent, which doesn't get bounced with my card there. I don't think I'm kicking my Yeah, I don't think I'm going to kick this, because I don't want to pick up any... I just don't want them to have their commander back, obviously. So, let's brainstorm. That is hexproof. So Breaker will start to turn the game around. They forced the trade, which was kind of forced anyways. Oh, they have a land. That kills me. That sucks. Alright, good game. I stumbled with the blue mana too long in the early game. I stumbled too long. The land got me, yeah. Alright, there's... The only way to come out of... No, is giving my opponent their commander backs. Just losing, so that doesn't work. Yep. That sucks. If we got that turn, though, if we got to our turn, we just win. We gain, what, 16 life? Yeah, we gain 16 life. We have a Tatyova. We draw a ton of cards. That was probably my opponent's last turn to actually close the game out. That sucks. GG. Close game. That was actually a good last game, even though I lost it. I like that one. That was a good one. I was getting into it. Alright. Well, the event's over, so no more. So, yeah, we finally lost. It took the very end of the event to actually lose with this deck, which is funny. I think there was one loss sprinkled in there before the very end, when I swapped to Rocco and came back from Rocco. I think there actually was a loss sprinkled in there. But I didn't lose any other game I played. So I think, yeah, Kami should have been in here. 1 into 3 ramp, because this is 5. 1 into 3 into 5 was kind of just the most ideal thing to do every game, so I probably wanted that in here. But other than that, it was just... It's solid. It's extremely annoying to deal with. Counterspell decks despise this because it just cascades value, and you can't... You're eventually going to run out of counterspells, especially when your opponent's playing 2 spells a turn. Like that very last game, all the 1-for-1s are eventually not going to get there. That is one of those games, though. If I did have the blue source early, it wouldn't have looked like that, right? That game would have been way more lopsided in my favor. So, because we didn't find a blue source, the game proceeded to get really interesting because it was forced to go on longer than I had any business letting it. But we almost turned it around there at the very end. So this deck, outside of that specific game, this deck was just really good. It was super consistent. I actually shaved some islands too, and that's when that happened. So I don't know if that doesn't make me want to play more blue sources. I actually could shave probably one of the ways. It didn't seem like... I do have Worn Power Stones sometimes, and I was never really struggling to have the 2 colorless for this. And there's only 1 card for it, so I think 2 is fine. I just thought maybe 3 was okay. Also, the Talisman is obviously another one. And then there's even the other thing we could actually put in as well if we really were stuck not able to cast this. But that wasn't really an issue we had. Yeah, really cool deck. It's pretty honest. I don't think it's busted. It starts to go out of control late, but it's a blue-green deck, so it doesn't... All the blue-green decks, even Tatyova, they just start to spiral out of control eventually, so, you know, it is what it is. I don't know. Some of these cards could be something else. Like, I don't necessarily need to vomit card advantage with cards like this, which is effectively just a vastly worse version of Up the Beanstalk. Like, you don't need cards like... You don't even really need Up the Beanstalk. I know it looks 100% perfect in this deck. Why not play it? But you don't need this kind of card advantage to win when your card advantage is just stapled into the command zone. But it doesn't hurt. I think this is free enough. It literally replaces itself for some stupid reason, so you might as well play it. I mean, the curve is fine to play it. Your commander triggers it every time. It's like, why not? But stuff like this, and even Urban Evolution could just be, I don't know, literally anything else. Card advantage cards in general just felt like half the time they were just snowball win more, and they weren't helping me set up the initial get into the winning position situation. So, which this would be better off as a ramp spell, like a 3-mana ramp spell, right? And then have more, or at least the Kami would be the other 1-mana ramp spell in Artisan. I mean, the event's over now, so there's no reason to change anything, but yeah. So just the ramp early was, maybe it could have been more into that, I'd say. Hitting the Frogifies never felt bad. There's plenty of things I liked to Frogify in this matchup, or format, so these were nice. It never felt too bad to just whiff, and there's nothing to hit with them. I mean, it feels kind of bad, but it isn't over. This also died a million times, and you're never too upset when it dies. In fact, there's quite a few examples throughout the course of this play session that I think it should not have died. My opponent decided it was going to. One of the games ended the moment they realized it should stop dying, and they stopped blocking it, and then I proceeded to lose immediately because they stopped blocking it. So yeah, sometimes you don't want this to die ever, and mostly probably in this format. Historic Brawl, a little different, I think. Historic Brawl, there I think actually is a combo with that thing here, Monstrous Vortex combo or whatever. I think that's most emote decks actually now just do this. But before that, it was makes sense to actually kill emote because it just comes back with like a rampant growth effect or something. And in Historic Brawl, you don't really care about that because your opponent's going to die before they cast Diamond Weapon. But super fun format. I actually had a really good time with it, except Finn was the only thing. Oddly enough, I only saw Finn once each day. I saw it day 1, day 2, day 3, one time each time. So it did not end up poisoning the entire like well of potential opponents. There was plenty of things to play against that were not Finn, and you could just auto-concede when you did see it. In fact, the third time I saw it, the first time today, I just conceded. I don't care. I'm not going to play against it. It's boring and lame. So it fortunately didn't destroy half of my matchups, which is really nice. Really, really nice. And I think Finn was really the only most egregious one. I did see Val a couple more times. I played a little bit off stream, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I even tried to do it myself, mindlessly mulligan when you have Val in the command zone, and then just try to find this card all the time. But for some reason, every time I played against this, and again I played against this off stream as well. It wasn't just on stream. When I played against Val, they just had this by the time they had their 5th land in play. So it was like the first 6 or so turns. Everyone just had it with a protection spell. I don't know how it's done. Someone has to let me know. Maybe it's just when you're playing against certain people, you know. It sees the name, the code that writes up your opponent's name. Some of them is like, oh yeah, no, it starts with a B. That means this card is on the top of your opponent's deck. I don't know. It just happened every time. I spent hours trying to make this combo actually work in any sense with any combination of cards, and I couldn't do it. It's wildly too inconsistent to have this ever do anything. It could never do it. There was the other combo I tried with Rocco in the command zone, Scurry Oak, that, and what was the other one? This thing? Yeah, so like you can, if you draw this, Rocco can find that. If you draw this, Rocco can find this. If you draw this, Rocco can now find this. So it just helps you find the other piece that you didn't naturally draw, ideally. Because other than that, it's a little difficult to get these cards into your hand. In fact, it's so difficult, you should probably just play Naya ramp removal nonsense And this is just a thing your deck randomly does sometimes. That would have been way more successful. But I just never had that happen. Yeah. So, I mean, if you play Val and always have it, then congratulations. I just, for some reason, couldn't do that. Because it's a singleton 100 card format. But, you know. But that's that. I wouldn't recommend that combo deck anyways, because unless you're your opponent, you apparently can't do it. But this was super awesome. That's it. Alright, gotta go. GG's. Get out of here. It was a really fun event. I hope more of these happen. This is a close keep. I'm gonna mulligan. Okay. Not good. Let's get rid of you and you. Alright, well, I regret getting rid of the first hand. I was hoping for something there. Alright, Sunset Revelry. Already all of them are online. Except the creature one. Because I killed the creature. Opponent, why don't you have anything? Please. Wait, how do you not have anything? What? Sure. It's not quite what I expected, but that is a card. Okay. I guess I'll cast it. Looks like it's gonna die instantly, though. I can recommission it, though, so... What? Alright, you got it. Recommission because I have nothing else to do. Mm-hmm. Holy lands, please. Why? I mean, it's better to just do this than, Wait, why did that not work? Am I just dumb? Oh, it's because it got exiled, so I should have cycled it. Alright, I found a way to be dumb. Kinda tragic. Should have cycled it, obviously. Wouldn't have gotten there anyways, because why would I have? I don't know how many turns I can go without drawing a land, but it's actually insane. I mean, ideally it's a green source. Does that work out? I feel like this doesn't work out. What does this do? Okay. It doesn't do anything. Let's Tormenting Voice away you. Play this. They blow it up. Sure. Not sure I would have even have done that, because an untapped green source here is actually not a good idea to hand over to me. But they have no idea to know that. They wouldn't know. They can still swing. Okay, they shouldn't have swung with both of them, but they did. Another green source. If I find another land, Rocco actually almost just straight up wins the game. What's the most relevant color here? I don't know, actually. I don't know if I need another green. Let's just get a white. Yeah. Did I play a land? I did. Tragic. Can swing with this. And pass. So now I need a way to gain... If I win this game, that would just be unbelievable. It would be unbelievable. Brave. So I can Rocco for the card, but then I can't gain life. So... we're just going to do this. Get rid of these two. I'm going to bank on not needing that card. Surveil or dies. Play this. Very few things are a huge issue here. I don't need that. Very few draws are a problem. Okay, well, land certainly isn't. No reason to try to get the combo if I can't combo when I get it. I just found the other one, that's funny. Okay, pass. Sure. I was stuck on 2 lands against a deck that has land destruction for a very long time. Kind of crazy. So now we can get the combo card. And I think I can just win by killing my own creature. Because when it dies, I surveil. Okay, very strange game. I had way too much time. My opponent just never closed the game out. That's just faster to click. Spam the spacebar, that's what we do. Yeah, I had way too much time. Way too much time here. That's quite surprising. I mean, this is literally through land destruction as well. That's just nuts. Alright, well, sometimes that happens.